Okay, Subham.
Yes, sir. Good morning,
So
sir.
tell me, good morning. Why you want to become an IAS officer, Subham?
Sir, IS officer, sir, because it's a good career opportunity, one thing.
Hmm.
And sir, secondly, because uh, in my district only, I have seen the work of IS officer called Praveen Gedam, sir, in a way to solve the farmers' disputes and making a lot of change in the society to reduce mutual conflicts. So, sir, I got inspiration from his work, and then I decided to join the civil service.
Okay. So you're from Solapur, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the speciality of Solapur?
Sir, Solapur is famous for various things. So, firstly, the historical legacy. It is considered to be first city which is having independence in the British rule itself during the civil disobedience movement. So, secondly, it is also famous for the cuisine like Solapuri chutney. Also, the GI tags like Solapuri chadar in the Solapur. And sir, from the pilgrimage point of view, it is famous for the Pandharichi Wari, that is the Wari Warkari festival that whole Maharashtra celebrates. The temple of that festival is situated in Pandharpur, Taluka of Solapur only.
Okay. Recently, there was this news of Delta Plus variant in Maharashtra, and the
Yes, sir.
fifth casualty is reported yesterday itself.
Right, sir.
Now, why is it called Delta Plus? Why it is not called? I mean, why it is not given any other nomenclature from Greek alphabets?
Sir, it is called Delta Plus because it is showing signs of little change on the single site of the spike protein that is on the virus site, and therefore they are naming it as a Delta Plus. It is not too much variation from the earlier Delta.
Okay. Now tell me, when this COVID came,
Yes, sir.
there was this medicine of HCQ. Then came remdesivir, and then came plasma treatment, and then other medicines. And every time, government kept on removing those medication from the suggested list. Don't you think that government is playing with the life of people?
Sir, regarding COVID, sir, it was totally a new disease for us. So each and every branch of our medicine was not having kind of 100% remedy for that disease. So initially we relied upon trial and error, but that too also having a little bit of a scientific background. So, for example, use of remdesivir, etc., was considered to be well in the initial phases. But however, when we realized that it is not that much effective, also with respect to convalescent plasma therapy as well, then, sir, we have taken the corrective actions. But sir, it's a new kind of disease, and it's a disease which do not have any remedy till present. That is why, sir, I think that was the effort to save the lives rather than to playing the lives with the people.
Now, regarding the vaccine, government for one particular vaccine, that is Covishield, the duration is increased from 4 to 8 weeks to 12 to 16 weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
And the data that is cited was from West. Now, if you look at the West countries, including UK, there they did not change the vaccine duration. That they maintain it at between 4 to 8 weeks. So, what about this? Isn't it again playing with the life of people?
Sir, I would just like to quote the a statement of Mr. Adar Poonawala as well. So he himself has said if the duration between the first and the second dose is increased, then the vaccine efficacy will also be increased. And sir, logic behind that is that in the Covishield vaccine, we are not using different adenovirus like we are using in the Sputnik vaccine. So we are using the same carrier virus or carrier vector in a way to deliver that spike protein. And that is why, sir, it is beneficial that if we increase the duration between the doses, body will not recognize the earlier uh, vector protein and will not kill it in the immediate sense. That is why, sir, that was the logic.
Okay. Have you heard of the IAC program of Indian Navy? Indian Aircraft Carrier Program.
No, sir, I haven't heard about it.
Recently, Navy, in fact, Cochin Shipyard has started the sea trials of Indian aircraft carrier.
Okay,
So
sir.
if that is inducted, India will have 2 aircraft carriers. Now,
Right.
Navy is saying that it should have one more aircraft carrier.
Yes, sir.
How do you justify this demand? Do we really need a third aircraft carrier?
Sir, I do think that we need a third aircraft carrier because, sir, considering the present geopolitical situation where the Chinese presence in the Indian Ocean, which is the backyard of India, and also India considered to be the naval security provider, net security provider in the region. So we need deep naval capacities that can address any eventuality in the case of war, etc. And also, sir, we are having various other geopolitical priorities as well. So naval power, if we complement with the continental power, that will certainly helpful in ensuring the security of India as a whole.
Can you tell me something about Startup India program?
Sir, Startup India program was initiated to boost our startup ecosystem, which is considered to be the third largest ecosystem in the whole world. And sir, it was also intended to provide incubation, mentoring for the new startups that are coming up. Then the tax benefits for that startup, and also giving credit facility to the startups. So it was a effort to generate new job creators rather than creating new job seekers.
What is the tax benefit that is extended to them?
Sir, I think there are exemptions on the first 5 years. They are totally exempted from the tax that they need to pay. And also, sir, there are exemptions with respect to capital gains tax also.
Who are angel investors?
Sir, angel investors are those investors who are having lot of funds in their disposal. They are the private entities and private personnel, and who are looking for new startups to invest in a way to grow their grow their money by investing in the startups.
Who are seed investors?
Sorry, sir. Can
Who
you
are
please
seed
repeat?
investors? Who are seed investors?
Sir, sorry, sir. I'm not exactly aware about seed investors.
Have you heard of Bangalore Mumbai Industrial Corridor?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the purpose behind Bangalore Mumbai Industrial Corridor, and which agency is implementing it?
Sir, the purpose is to integrate the logistical movement and logistical transport sector all across the India. So we will be connecting that corridor to the western corridor that is running from Delhi to Mumbai. So that is the main purpose, to integrate whole India through the transport ecosystem. So I'm, sir, with respect to agency, sir, I'm not aware, but sorry, sir, I'm not aware about agency.
So, what is the purpose behind? I mean, it must be having some purpose of having Bangalore Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Which kind of companies or industry would come up along that corridor?
Sir, there are various industries situated. For example, sir, chemical industries, then IT industries, IT hubs, etc. These are the main focus areas. Along with that, sir, we also having automobile industries which are coming up in India. So these industries will be situated in that corridor.
Can you tell me something about National Education Policy 2020?
Yes, sir. National Education Policy 2020 is a broader reform that we are envisaging to make our education system enable for the 21st century demands. So under that, sir, various new approaches we have taken. For example, preschooling education, the accreditation system at the schooling level, the teachers training program at the schooling level, as well as, sir, the assessment of 360-degree for the students, not only relying on the exam pattern, but also to encourage vocational education at the school level. So these are various school level reforms. And at a higher education, sir, we are trying to focus upon more of a research. So we have set up NIF, that is National NRF, a National Research Foundation. Also, we are improving upon the accreditation system of various higher education systems and trying to improve the employability.
Okay. Can you tell me in brief about India's 3-stage nuclear program?
So can I take a few seconds
Yeah,
to
sure.
think over it?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, one of the stage is pressurized heavy water stage. Second is fast breeder stage. And sir, one I am not able to recollect. Sorry.
My last question. After 50 years, Western banks, I mean like Mumbai and area around it, witnessed the successive cyclone. First
Yes.
Nisarga and then Taukte. What is the reason behind these cyclones?
Sir, the main reason is that the increasing temperature of the Arabian Sea region. So it is rapidly increasing because of the global warming and increased emissions of the greenhouse gases. And that is causing a lot of moisture that is accumulating in that part. So that is the main reason.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good morning,
sir. Shubham, good morning to you. Shubham, you're a B honors economics student. You also had macroeconomics and, of course, international relations in your graduation, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you come from a very reputed institution, Ferguson College.
Yes, sir.
Pune.
Yes.
Your optionals were political science, and international relations, right? So with this background, let's proceed ahead. Now, I'll make a statement. Bitcoins, virtual money, or heaven for speculation? Your comments.
Sir, I would say that it is providing both the applications for the Bitcoins. For example, sir, speculatively, we have seen that one just tweet by Tesla chief is too much. There is change in the valuation of the Bitcoin. That is the nature of speculation it is having. And sir, secondly, as a investment opportunity also, it is being used by many. For example, in India only, there are around 1.5 million people who are still investing in the Bitcoin, and investment is expected to be around in billions of rupees, sir. So, sir, it is serving both the purposes at the present.
Okay, so talking about exchange rates and in the context of international finance, what is transfer pricing? And this has, of course, implications in terms of currency.
Sir, I have heard about transfer pricing with respect to the companies, but not in the context of the currency, sir.
Okay, in the context of company, how do you describe it? How do you explain this concept of transfer pricing?
Sir, in the context of companies, the transfer pricing is the assessment that is done by the tax authorities in a way to decide how much transaction is taking place between various companies, maybe the parent company and the subsidiary company, or the other companies like two multinational companies. So that the basic framework is there, and based upon which they are being taxed under the various tax jurisdictions.
All right, which of course are the home country tax regulations, etc. Okay, which is part of the economic environment analysis which organizations need to take. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, talking about international business only, there are high context cultures and there are low text cultures which organizations who want to international need to really decipher while expanding their businesses. There are high context cultures and there are low context cultures. Okay.
Okay,
Are you
sir.
aware about these terms? And if so, can you explain them?
Sorry, sir. I haven't read about
You
those
not
terms.
heard about it. Okay,
Yes.
doesn't matter. Again, in the context of course, there are implications for international implications also. And I would like you to explain three terms: A, nominal GDP; B, GDP PPP, which is purchase power parity, based on that, and the third one is GDP real,
Right, sir.
right? So, can you see differences in these terms? And first of all, I would like you to discuss and explain these.
Okay, sir. Sir, the real GDP is the GDP calculated based only on the production, negating the level of inflation in that particular country. So it is the real GDP. So nominal GDP, along with the production increase, we also inculcate the factor of inflation in that. That is called as nominal GDP. And sir, GDP in the purchasing power parity terms is the GDP of one country when we compare with the other country in terms of basket of goods that can be availed through that GDP, then it is called as the purchasing power parity terms GDP.
So, which is higher, nominal GDP or GDP PPP, expressed in terms of US dollars? Let's
Sir,
say in Indian context.
Sir, in Indian context, the purchasing power parity having that GDP is higher than the nominal GDP. We are a third largest in the purchasing power, and we are a fifth largest in terms of our nominal GDP.
Right. Okay. So, while computing a nominal GDP, would you would consider, so how is it computed? Let's say for a given year, let's say.
So, sir, on the one side, we will take the total amount of goods and services that are produced in that economy in that particular year, and then we will multiply it by the market prices that are prevalent. And so that overall multiplication will be our GDP. And we have three methods to calculate GDP. So, one is income method, second is the production method, and third is gross value addition method.
All right. Okay. Do you think Social Security could revolutionize Indian insurance sector?
Internal sector, sir.
Insurance.
Insurance sector. Okay, sir. So I definitely think that social security is need of our considering the rising inequality among the Indian society, and it can certainly have a potential to revolutionize insurance sector because sir at the present we have very less insurance penetration as well as insurance density. So we are less than the half of the world average in these two parameters. So sir, if we extend the social security parameter, then certainly it will be incentives for the private players to invest in the insurance companies, as well as it will mitigate the risks associated with our health epidemics, natural disasters, and various associated uncertain phenomena.
Okay, so how it can mitigate disasters? You just mentioned that it will be, able to mitigate the disaster.
Sir, just I would like to quote the national Fasal Bima, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, under which we are giving the insurance for various Kharif Rabi as well as other horticultural crops, and it is covering the natural disaster component as well. So, if there is a hailstorm, if there is a maybe cyclone, etc., that also is being covered under that insurance.
Right. So there's a relationship between such kind of natural disasters and by taking insurance cover, you can really operationalize and take care of those kind of, but you cannot prevent disasters per se.
Right.
Be wrong to say that, right?
Yes. Okay.
Now,
I stand corrected.
That's right. That's what I meant. Now, what is your opinion? In your opinion, are three major challenges faced by Indian economy, and what would be three? Just name three. There are very many challenges we are facing today, especially after pandemic. However, Name three, in your opinion, the most critical ones, and your specific suggestions as a student of economics.
Sir, first and the major challenge with respect to Indian economy is the rising inequality and rising unemployment also. So that is one challenge. In shorter term, the rising inflation is also a challenge as in a macro parameter. Sir, secondly, the reducing labor force participation of women, that I think is a great challenge because we just have it is around 18%, which is abysmal if we compare to the world average. And sir, the last challenge I would say that the our need for increasing expenditure on the social sectors like health, education, skilling, so that we are underspending at the present. So that is also low hanging fruit.
Right. So what could be very specific suggestions? What are the initiatives of the government so far, and what can be done better?
Sir, with respect to creation of employment, we have taken various initiatives. For example, the production linked incentive scheme that we have started, the Startup India scheme that we have started. So these scheme should be accelerated going ahead. So secondly, with respect to women's labor force participation, creation of a safe ecosystem, safe working environment, and creation of women-friendly jobs should be a priority going ahead. And sir, with respect to third, that is the spending on these infrastructure as well as the social sectors, we need public-private partnership and various model, like we have a hybrid annuity model with respect to road creation, infrastructure creation. Similar initiatives and new models can also be explored.
Right. Okay. My last question to you is, Shubham, what, in your opinion, is devaluation? Is it good or bad? Or why is it considered to be bad?
Sir, devaluation is a strategy by the Reserve Bank or maybe central banks of various currencies to artificially reduce the value of domestic currency and increase the interest rate. Sir, it is having both benefits as well as harms. In terms of benefits, sir, it helps to increase the export of domestic goods. And sir, with respect to harms, it may reduce the confidence of the foreign investors in that particular economy, and the foreign direct investment may also be affected.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
How are you doing, Shubham?
Sir, I'm doing fine, sir.
What is the meaning of your name, Shubham?
Sir, the meaning of Shubham is auspicious, so lucky in that sense.
Okay, auspicious. And you also do Kirtan?
Yes, sir. I listen to the Kirtan and I attend the Saptas.
Can you explain your hobby? How exactly do you do it? For example, exploring the Kirtan tradition of Maharashtra?
Sir, I do it by various means. First is to attend the Saptaha tradition that is in my village. There is a 7 consecutive days in which we arrange that program of Saptah. We call various Kirtankars to perform the Kirtan. So that is one thing. So secondly, I also use social media to attend the Kirtans. There are various Kirtans available on the YouTube, etc. And so thirdly, I also try to read more books about the Kirtan tradition.
Okay, and how has it shaped you, or how has it benefited you?
Sir, it has shaped my personality by inducing the knowledge about various social strata of our society. It has also induced the compassion attitude in my overall approach. Because, sir, in the Kirtan tradition, the whole social strata come together and they are under the single roof. So transcending the barriers of caste, transcending the barrier of genders, etc., we are all equals. So that feeling of respect, that feeling of oneness, I have learned from the Kirtana.
Okay. You have also a hobby of meditation for sustainable well-being. Can you tell me what other things can help in sustainable well-being?
Sir, sustainable well-being can be ensured through different means. For example, sir, practicing yoga is one of the thing. So, secondly, the having social interactions, sharing our emotions, getting insights from other people. That is also thing. So, thirdly, the sports culture. Sport is also good for sustainable well-being, mentally as well as the physical.
Food, does food have a role?
Definitely, sir. Food is also one of the components. Yes.
Okay. Okay. What kind of meditation do you practice?
Sir, I practice mindfulness meditation called as Vipassana meditation.
Vipassana. Can you tell me something about it? Some basic principles?
Sir, it relies on basically three aspects. So, basic one aspect is the following of basic norms. For example, the non-violence, etc. That is the basic requirement. So, secondly, the concentration part and the samadhi part, in which we concentrate upon the internal aspects of our mind and try to make it pure by observing our sensations and try to remain equanimous towards our sensations. And so, thirdly, it is the metta component in which we try to share our benefits of our meditation to the other people who are in need or who are in distressed situations.
Okay. What is anicca? Anicca is used as a word in Vipassana meditation. What is that?
Sir, it means the impermanency of our various bodily sensations as well as various world phenomenon. So it indicates that we should not attach to anything like happiness or maybe sadness, because all things are temporary.
Okay. Okay. The functioning of Election Commission of India has been under scanner.
Right, sir.
What is your opinion? Do you think Election Commission is also fair and independent in the present times?
Sir, considering the general performance, I do think that it is an independent body and also having independent functioning. However, sir, the concerns raised by various stakeholders that it should be independently appointed, not having government only appointing the election commission, as well as, sir, giving them autonomy in terms of functioning, like independent secretariat is also required because it is totally relying upon the uh, functioning of our bureaucracy because they do not have independent secretariat. And so thirdly, the uh, expenditure of election commission is also not charged on the consolidated fund. So that is also required, sir, to make it more independent.
No, it is charged upon CFI. I don't think it is. Are you sure?
Yes, sir, I'm sure, sir. But I will also recheck, sir, if there is.
Okay. You are a student of PSIR? You have taken PSIR as your option?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you tell me some of the challenges which is there for democracy in the present times?
Sir, first challenge is reducing the legitimacy of the political parties that we have seen all across the world. So secondly, a rise of populism in the countries even like USA, the earlier election that we have seen. So thirdly, the impact of social media, like we have Cambridge Analytica incidents, which may threaten the very existence of the democracy. And sir, lastly, the awareness about different issues among the people is also another factor.
Okay. You have a hobby of sustainable well-being, as you told, meditation.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me something about the IPCC report, which came out very recently, some of the major highlights of the report?
Sir, IPCC report unfortunately points out that it is the anthropogenic activities that is leading to climate change. So it's a first confirmation by the IPCC, and it has given a lot of data like, sir, by only 20 years, we will be reaching the 1.5% degree rise in the temperatures. And some changes are irreversible, like melting of glaciers, etc. These will be going for thousands of years. And also, sir, it points out that 1 degree rise in the temperature will impact 7% of rise in the natural disasters like cyclone, etc. So these are gleaming pictures.
Okay. Can you tell me some commonalities between Sufism and Bhaktism?
Yes, sir. Sir, some of the commonalities, sir, both emphasize upon the tolerance of not only our but others' religion also. That is one thing. So secondly, the feeling of commonality, like dargah, as well as the various saints, emphasizing upon intermingling of various religions in our society. And so thirdly, the tradition of following gurus, that is also prevalent in the both, like in the Bhakti tradition we have saints, and in Sufi tradition we have various gurus in the Sufi tradition. That tradition is also common.
Okay. Last question. Can you tell me something about your district, Solapur?
Yes, sir. Sir, Solapur is a district situated in southwest of the Maharashtra, having its fame for the textile industry, that is GI tag of Solapur Chadar, etc. Sir, secondly, Solapur is also considered as the uh, the transport hub between the Pune and the southern cities like Bengaluru, etc. And sir, Solapur is also famous for cuisine like Solapuri chutney, which is very famous all across the world.
There's also some GI products also from Solapur.
Yes, sir. It is Solapuri Chadar. It is the first GI product from Maharashtra.
What is so different about it?
Sir, it is made up of pure cotton, 100% cotton, and it is made by the handloom, like the various designs associated with that chadar, and the warmth it provides in the winter season is also very good. So that is why it is very famous.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you,
Over to
sir.
you, Gautam, sir.
Shubham,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
good morning. Shubham, you have mentioned in your hobbies that you follow Kirtan to also ensure ethical well-being.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what ethical changes have you experienced in your life by following your hobby?
Sir, one ethical change is that I am now more having open mindset towards all the insights or all the inputs that I am getting
Okay.
because of interaction with various people. So
Okay.
secondly, it has also increased my awareness about various social issues like addiction, etc. That understanding has also increased. And sir, thirdly, the whole concept of ethical teaching in Kirtan gives me various do's and don'ts in my own life. Like
Okay.
we should not only seek for the material pleasure, but beyond that, there is a pleasure which is spiritual. So spiritual pleasure is very important, and that can be achieved through the ethical code of conduct.
Okay. Okay. So Shubham, I see that this is your fifth attempt, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So have you also thought of, a plan B as well?
Yes, sir. I have given thought over that. I have
Okay,
cleared the NET JRF exam in
okay,
2020, and I
okay,
have this year cleared the Masters of Arts in the Political Science. So I will be applying for the PhD in the coming year.
okay. You'll be applying for a PhD.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. That's good. Okay. Shubham, you are from Maharashtra.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Maharashtra, we are seeing that since the onset of COVID, the whether it's the average number of daily cases or the number of deaths, it has not stabilized as of yet. So why is there such a scenario?
Sir, it has various reasons. Uh,
Okay.
One is, sir, the COVID fatigue among the people is still there. So
Hmm.
there is reluctance to follow COVID appropriate behavior. So
Hmm.
secondly, there are like testing parameters. Maharashtra is testing good, so that is reporting is also good, sir. Uh,
Okay.
and also, sir, testing and reporting number of deaths also reported. That is also good, sir, in Maharashtra. And
Okay.
sir, thirdly, sir, in rural areas, sir, mainly it is the issue of awareness that still people are having misunderstandings. For example,
Hmm.
sir, laborers working in my village, they still
Hmm.
believe that if one is working under the sun, in the
Hmm.
sunlight, they are
Hmm.
protected from the COVID. So such
Hmm.
misunderstandings are again creating hurdles.
Okay. But Shubham, can we say that since it's been almost 1 year, can we say that if there is high testing and high reporting, that is in itself an achievement? Isn't it a failure to control the spread of COVID as well?
Sir, from the Kerala model and Kerala state, we can have that conclusion that initially we tried to reduce the infection rate in the Kerala. But now the Sero Survey 4th has pointed that only 44% of the Kerala people have exposed to the virus, as compared to other states like Madhya Pradesh 79%, UP 71%. So, sir, it can be looked by both the ways, sir.
Okay, so what is the seroprevalence in Maharashtra?
Sir, it is 58%.
58%.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. And you have your optional as political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So currently we are seeing that Afghanistan is in a lot of turmoil. Okay.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
And there is a request, there are cases of many Afghan nationals trying to secure refuge in India.
Yes,
But when the government, and many of them are minorities in Afghanistan,
Right.
when the government had tried to resolve the issue through the CA, there were a lot of protests in various cities. Do
Right,
you
sir.
think those protests were a political problem, and now what we are facing, the applications from people, is it a matter of foreign policy?
Sir, regarding Citizenship Amendment Act, I believe it's totally the internal matter of India, and our government is given the constitutional mandate also to decide to whom to give the citizenship. But sir, yes, the concerns like humanitarian concerns, and also, sir, we are a democracy and we are a diverse country. So that is why, sir, protest is a quite a common phenomenon in a country like India, which is so much diverse and a democratic country. Uh, and also, sir, with respect to accommodating more people, if the time requires, I think government can reconsider about more accommodation if there is any concerns raised by any minority communities in the our neighborhood.
Okay. Shubham, do you think we should scrap the sedition law? It's more of a colonial relic. So do you think we should scrap the sedition law?
Sir, I think law itself is not a problem with respect to sedition law, sir. Its implementation is very problematic. So having a consideration for national security, unity and integrity of India is good, sir, in that law. But sir, at the same time, I think the misuse of the law we can definitely act on. So various guidelines given by Supreme Court in various judgments, like Kedarnath Singh judgment, etc., can also be incorporated so as to reduce the prevalent use. So only for specific cases it can be invoked, but not for other cases. And that itself should be included under the law to prevent its discretionary nature.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Shubham, how long of a border we have with Afghanistan?
Sorry, sir, I'm not exactly recollecting the kilometers. I will check it.
We will check it. Okay. Shubham, we have seen there that Taliban has recently given a statement that we will not harm the embassies or the diplomats which are situated in the national capital. So do you think actually the world should trust a terrorist organization?
Sir, I do not think that we should trust terrorist organization like Taliban because um, the very violent activities that they are carrying in, and also there are reports that on the ground situation are very different, and what they are projecting is also very different. For example, sir, Danish Siddiqui's death of Indian reporter there, it was reported as a death in the war situation, but various media reports pointing out that it was deliberate killing by the Talibani people of him. So, sir, we cannot trust the organization like Taliban, and we need to work on security interests.
Okay. Shubham, one last question. Can you tell me some of the social contributions of Veer Savarkar in Maharashtra?
Sir, social contributions by him is good. For example, sir, he firstly promoted the cause of Swadeshi in the British era. So that itself relates to the our new quest for Atmanirbhar Bharat that we are now presently having. Swadeshi made articles, Swadeshi companies, etc. That is one thing. Sir, with respect to overall his approach towards whole religion, etc., sir, it is main concern of nationalism. So Indian land for him was a very sacred, like a mother only. And we firstly consider nation first. So that itself, although we have social divisions and although we have very internal contradictions, but sir, still when it comes to nation, we should unite.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now we are here for feedback. Subham, see,
Sir, it is my fourth interview.
fourth interview. Where did you falter in previous 3 interviews?
Sir, not in interview each time. It was the essay paper in 2 attempts, in which I got very less marks. And sir, one time in the interview, 143 marks.
And how much did you get score in other 2 interviews?
Sir, in one interview, I scored 160 marks, and in other interview, I scored 179 marks.
See, you need to understand a couple of things. Just slight. When is your interview, by the way?
Sir, it is on 15th September.
You still have got a month time.
Yes.
Then you need to prepare a bit. See, first thing first, 15th September means you will be interviewed in the fag end of the interview program, right? Interview is going to continue till 22nd of September, right?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
So you'll be interviewed in the last week of interview program.
Yes.
At that time, they would start asking you factual questions also.
Okay, sir.
Unless your answers are so engrossing and so interesting that they don't feel the need of going for factual questions. So I would suggest that, prepare about Maharashtra a bit.
Okay, sir.
All the factual questions. And don't take any question for granted that this question would generally have this answer. See, I asked questions related to cyclone. That is not the reason, actually. You need to understand. If global warming had the global warming been region, why it happened in 46 years back? Was there any global warming back then?
Okay, sir.
You got to read. That's these 2 particular cyclones have got interesting regions behind it. University of Columbia have done studies on this.
Okay, sir.
So you got to read about it. And then you should be very, very, very sure about when to stop.
Okay, sir.
And what not to say if you are not sure. Yeah, I asked you about efficacy and then changes that government had done in vaccination program. See, Poonawala himself has taken second dose after 8 weeks. He did not wait for 12 weeks.
Okay, sir.
In fact, he is the person who has taken the 3rd dose also. He has taken the booster dose also.
He's Cyrus Poonawala, sir. I was talking about Adar Poonawala, his son.
No. I'm talking about Adar Poonawala only.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday only, Adar Poonawala said that he has taken the booster dose also.
Okay,
that
sir.
means now he has taken the 3 doses.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
First dose, and after 8 weeks he took the 2nd dose. After 6 months he has taken the 3rd dose.
Okay, sir.
And he has given 3 dose. 2nd dose after 8 weeks to all his employees.
Okay, sir.
So don't quote somebody if you're not very sure about it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Second thing, don't unnecessarily bring those facts which are either not required or not asked for.
Okay, sir.
See, you talked about the Sputnik. I had not asked about the Sputnik. I had specifically asked about Covishield. Right?
Okay, sir.
The Sputnik works on a different principle. It has 2 genetically manufactured adenovirus.
Right, sir.
This one is a chimp adenovirus.
Right, sir.
Covishield works on a chimp adenovirus, while Sputnik 5 works on human adenovirus. And human adenovirus is genetically modified to have different spike proteins. So first one has a different spike protein than the second one. So that is why it has got a higher efficacy.
Okay, okay, sir.
But the bringing unnecessary bringing Sputnik was not needed, and especially
Okay.
when you're not sure. So
Okay.
I'm just giving you example. It's just that you need to understand what to say, what not to say.
Okay, sir.
What if I had started asking questions related to Sputnik 5 or about other vaccines? So why to venture into an area in which you are not very comfortable with?
Okay, sir.
Either
actually-
either you prepare well
Okay, sir. Okay.
and
Right.
then bring those points that will so that we could steer the interview.
Okay, sir.
Or if you're not sure, don't venture into that area.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Right?
okay, sir.
Why I'm saying that because I could sense that you're not sure about Sputnik 5.
Okay, sir.
Both are vector vaccine, but
Yes,
both
sir.
have got a different adenovirus, and
Okay.
both have got a different way of working. So there's a difference of a spike protein in Sputnik 5, Jab 1 and Jab 2. So just a slight change that you need to bring into your approach. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So Shubham, to me, you came out to be a good communicator.
Okay, sir.
Your answers were very well structured,
Okay, sir.
and these are very well thought of
Okay,
in
sir.
terms of articulation.
Okay, sir.
Your general level of awareness is in place.
Yes, sir.
You came out to be a pretty confident person. So there are a lot of positives going around you. Okay. And time is on your side, just about a month or so. So keep the good work going. These are my initial thoughts on this. Coming to specific questions which I had put to you, Bitcoin, virtual money, or a haven for speculation. Your answers reasonably okay. However, you could have done better by by giving far more better supplemented information to justify your answer. Certainly, there's a lot of speculation going around.
Right.
Today, I was just reading a short while ago. It has hit a record high in terms of US dollars. So
Okay.
there is an element of tremendous amount of speculation also in this.
Okay.
Virtual money, you did not explain much around
Okay.
why it is a virtual money.
Okay.
So kindly go through this
Okay.
again. Now, these questions may not come. However, and since we are not testing your knowledge, so we are trying to give you indications as to how do you really prepare around questions.
Right.
You have to deepen your preparation since time is on our side across whatever domains you are laying your hands on: current affairs, general awareness, economics. Now, economics, I couldn't really, when I put questions, your comfort level was not very much on those
Okay.
questions on international business, etc.
Right.
So a point that I wanted to make is not that the IB questions will come, but then you need to be pretty confident while you attempt to question.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That is one thing. Insurance sector also, I have to prod you into bringing in more elements in your answer.
Right.
Right. So again, once again, clear understanding of what are social security measures in times to come. Of course, you gave examples in terms of crop insurance, etc. Could have broad-based it to health,
Right.
old age pensions.
Right.
So more elements into the products of insurance products, and then weave it around the answer in terms of how it will revolutionize India's insurance sector, which was the basic question to you.
Okay.
Now, major challenges you had identified very correctly. Of course, in first issue which you raised, there were two issues weaved into one, perfectly all right. Inequalities, both in terms of social strata, also around regions. You know,
Right.
there is
Right.
a lot of, and you could have possibly dwelt on regional imbalances in our economic development. Okay.
Right.
Uh, your suggestions again, I was emphasizing on specific suggestions, so this should have a stamp of Shubham on that. So whatever you say, when I'm
Okay.
asking you about your specific suggestion, then it has to be very distinct,
Okay.
not the borrowed thoughts, so to
Okay,
say.
sir.
So try to put it across in a way, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right? Devaluation, one of the few candidates who took it very correctly. However, these are very basic, related to only exports and imports only. What about trade deficit, trade surplus? You're an economics student. What are the
Okay.
implications of devaluation
Okay.
on trade surplus, trade deficit,
Correct.
also on balance of payments?
Okay.
These are the three issues which are typically, and you could relate it with possibly fiscal deficit also, because
Okay.
that's also part of the. Okay, so your answers well attempted. However, I want to demonstrate and bring home the point that the purpose of putting these questions was to demonstrate that how well you put it across.
Okay.
So you possess those basic qualities of communicating well, articulating well, structuring your answers.
Mhm.
A little bit more in terms
Okay.
of supplementing your questions with rational, with opinion based, so that these become your answers.
Okay.
Right? The issues are all around us. However, this
Right.
has to have you have to leave a distinct stamp of Shubham on
Okay,
this.
sir. Okay, sir.
Now, your option was international relations.
Yes.
Between now and 1 month down the line, there will be a lot of issues which will evolve.
Right.
Afghanistan certainly is going to evolve,
Yes.
and there's a fast-changing scenario there.
Yes.
So therefore, you may be asked to trace the genesis of the problem, all these 20 years, role of various players
Right.
in the theater, Afghanistan
Right.
theater. I'm tempted to call it a theater,
Right.
and how things are evolving.
Okay, sir.
And again, here you have to, by assimilating right kind of information, your analysis of the situation
Okay, sir. Okay.
and what is in store in times to come, specifically on political aspects.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the players within Afghanistan? Who are the international players who are kind of active in this entire Afghan issue? So, what are their interests? How do they view each one of them?
Right.
Our own Indian stance. So,
Right.
and then what is the way forward, right? US getting out of the situation. In
Right.
fact, yesterday they have called for additional forces to evacuate there. So, what does that indicate?
Right.
Similarly, your South China Sea, overall international, wherever hotspots or hot news is there, please keep close tab on those.
Okay,
And those major, in your opinion, major issues, international issues, you should have thorough understanding of those and analysis around that, because that will be also on governance, maybe political systems. There could be asked questions around that. So I would suggest that since you have time, you pull out about 20-25 A4 size sheets and pull a bulleted form. You can create each sheet for each issue or event or a subject matter, and keep on adding as it evolves, and
Okay.
keep on supplementing if you feel that you need to strengthen that area, right?
Okay.
So I think that should keep you, and keep on revising them. I mean, having a glance on every day on important issues, right?
Okay.
On a given morning, if some issue has certainly captured more importance in your opinion, then possibly you can supplement it and also revisit your analysis.
Okay, sir.
So they are looking for what stance you take. Otherwise,
Okay.
you have everything going great for you. There are a lot of positives, and if you do not lose steam, I'm cautioning you. If you don't
Okay.
become complacent,
Okay.
I'm sure you should do well, right? You
Okay.
must do well and
Okay.
make it, right?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Your performance in the interview has to be better than that 163 score which you made.
Okay. Sure, sir.
When was that?
Sir, in 2018, it was 179.
170.
79.
And then subsequently, did you appear for any interview after
Yes, sir.
2018?
In 2019, I appeared, in which I got less marks,
How
143
many?
marks.
How many?
143, sir.
So now you compare the two,
Sir. Yes, sir.
right? These
Yes.
are two, from a direct experience, these are the two situations.
Yes.
And and this will reveal both these, this comparison will reveal do's and don'ts for you,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
I will work
The
upon
best.
it. So, you talked about, sir, that uniqueness in the answers. So, what is exactly expected? That
Yeah, first, three things. Number one, your very clear understanding of this issue right from beginning to the current state, right? Correct, and this should be, and then you should be able to kind of put that on table, analyze it.
Okay.
And then third element is that your opinion as a result of the historical information or data or whatever, and your analysis, and what is the kind of stance that you're taking, your
Okay.
opinion on that. These are the three critical elements that should keep you in good stead. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
No,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Over to Ankit ji, please.
So, Shubham, I think we have already given a very detailed feedback. I was
Yes,
very
sir.
happy with your performance.
Okay.
You are a very matured candidate, very good answers, good narration style, and very calm and composed personality. So many things are there in your favor. One or two suggestions which I felt was sometimes your answers are a little bit longer,
Okay.
and sometimes you're not very specific to the question. So I think these two things you can improve or work upon. But however, it is not much also. Like sometimes only I thought this issue was there. But apart from this, you are a very good candidate. I was really happy with your performance, and I'm sure that you'll make it at least to one of these services and hopefully IS also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Shubham,
Yes, sir.
Shubham, I think you did well. You have good content and you are enthusiastic as well. Keep that up.
Yes.
I think three things stand out in your DAP, Shubham. One is Maharashtra,
Yes.
because COVID situation is there. And secondly, your optional is there.
Yes.
So keep following happenings related to both.
Okay.
Okay. And also in your hobby, you have written ethical development. So what I feel is that you should be able to say something good specific points related to that.
Okay.
Let's say if you are talking about personal development or let's say community development like women empowerment or something. So if you say that, then have something substantial. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All the best, Shubham.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civil's Daily.